Hello, you join me again in my shed, which is also a man cave. It's got a workshop in here, bar, kitchen. Now I've got TVs scattered all over the place. I normally pick these up second-hand or for free. But one thing I did want, and I didn't want to spend a lot on it, was a projector and a cinema screen. Salt. So starting from this end of the shed, there's the first TV on my workbench, and then I've got another TV here. Now generally that's used when the grandkids come round and they can sit on here and play on PlayStation, etc. I've got this TV here which can fold out, and I've also got a wireless keyboard that connects to the laptop, so I can go on the internet or whatever with this TV screen if I'm sat at this bench here. The same goes for that TV, where I've got in this drawer here a wireless keyboard, so I can take this around the shed and get onto the internet or whatever when I need to use it. Just to say as well, all these TVs are all linked from one hub that connects to the laptop. My other TV is down there, 32-inch I think that is. Got a TV here which I use at my desk when I'm working from home, and the last TV is in, well, in fact the second to last TV. One TV there in the bar kitchen shed, and then if you look across, it's a rainy day and it's dull outside today, but if you look out there you see a cabinet, and that's my outdoor TV. Incidentally, I've got a video on my channel showing how I built that cabinet. I've also got a tour of this bar kitchen shed on my channel, and also the workshop man cave shed on my channel, and I'll put some links below, and I'll also put a card somewhere here for you to have a look at if you want to. Okay, so back to the projector, and I've located it here, and the projector screen pulls down from there. Now it's in the fixed position at the moment, but I'll show you it now, and then I'll take it off, show you a bit more detail. Also, I fixed this on with a clamp that I've just made here. There's actually a screw thread fitting on the underside of this projector, and yeah, just clamped it to this piece of timber and then screwed the projector up to that little bolt there. Just to say as well, this projector, you may have noticed, is upside down, which you can do with this model. There's a setting that you can change to flip the screen round. But as it's in this fixed position, I'll show you what cables come out of it. We've got a HDMI lead comes out, and again that links straight to the hub which connects to my laptop. It goes all the way around to the other end of the shed, and I think it's probably around 10 meters long. And then the power lead there. I've also set this piece of timber across here, and it's at the perfect angle to project on that screen. Because the projector is pointing downwards, it's slightly higher than where the screen comes down. There's actually a keystone dial there, so we can adjust it just to bring the edges in, just to make the screen square, because it will naturally, because it's from above, it will sit in that position, and then when you move the keystone dial, you can bring it back. Now there's two reasons I wanted this projector. One, of course, is to watch movies. I've got this area here. My plan is to have inflatable sofas that I can pull out when I need to, or to sit at this end of the shed, watch movies, sports, etc. And the second reason for this projector is if I want to sign write some wood or cut out some timber with shapes or lettering or whatever, I can project it onto a piece of timber on my workbench and then trace it round it. I'll be doing a video soon of a frame that I'm going to make to sit on this workbench that clamps on, that I can clamp a piece of timber in front of it. Just to tell you about the projector screen, I bought this off Gumtree, and I think it was about £5 or £10. It wasn't much, and it came with a tripod, but I took the tripod off, didn't need it, and then just simply made a couple of hooks screwed into this shelf here with just a tie wrap. Now I haven't done that permanent because occasionally I'll use this screen at the other end of the shed behind my laptop when I'm doing Teams calls or Zoom calls. Right, let's pull this screen down. I'll first take this off the hook in the centre. and there it is. Let me just give you a measurement of this screen. So diagonally it's 70 inches or 1780 millimeters. And as I say, it's a dark and gloomy day today. You can probably hear the rain on the roof. Just to show you outside, yeah, gloomy, horrible day. But I've just temporarily put this cover in front of that door. So if I'm watching the cinema screen in the day, then I can shut out the light. Eventually I'm going to put a blind up on this door. But I can actually roll that up, and then I just fix 2 clips, one either side, to hold it in place. And then on this window, I've done exactly the same. I'll just roll that down when I need to. Now, there's windows in the bar kitchen as well. So what I've done, this door, I can close to shut out the light. So if I drop down this blind as well, clip back on here just to weight it down a little bit. I say this is temporary. There we go. And then if I turn the lights off, say it is a gloomy day today, but that's adequate light reduction to watch this projector comfortably. Now what I probably could do actually at some stage is paint the back of this concertina door black just to get most of the light out of it. But I say this is really a temporary fix, this shutter door. I think it was around 15 to 20 pounds from Argos, and yeah, it works well for now. The main reason for that is so that the smells from the kitchen don't come in the shed, and also the dust and debris doesn't get into the bar kitchen. Okay, let's start by turning it on and showing you what it looks like. Just take the lens cap off first, it would help. So as you can see, this is the first screen that comes up, and I've managed to get it to fit as best as I can to the projector screen. Now if you notice, that is perfectly aligned, but if we adjust the keystone, you'll see the bottom edge of the screen come in, and then the opposite way. And then the other dial is for the focus. At the minute it's set as best as I can get it, but if we put it out of focus, just to show you, you should be able to see that getting blurry, and then bring it back again. Yeah, so as you can see, it's daytime, and in fact it's the sun has just come out, but blind there, blind there, blind there, and I think you agree that's clear enough to watch in the daytime. Obviously at night it's amazing. Okay, so it comes with a remote. I think for this I'll turn the lights on. There it is. So I won't go through every last detail. It comes with a manual anyway to show you what it can do. But the biggest thing that I'm interested in is the source button, which is just there. So when we click that, you won't be able to see it on the screen, but I'll turn the lights off to show you. So click the source button, takes us to this screen here, and if I now arrow across to the HDMI icon, press OK. There we go. Now that is what is on my laptop currently, going through the HDMI. Now because I've got this going through a hub on my laptop, the sound from the laptop goes through my amplifiers, so I don't need any sound coming from the projector. Just to let you know, it's actually got a good speaker system on the back. I mean, it's okay. For the price, it's not bad at all. 3 little speakers on the back there. And just to say as well, the price on this, I've not mentioned yet, when I bought it, it was around £59, so under 60 quid anyway. Checked the other week and it's still around £60, and I think for the quality, it's really good. And because this keyboard is down at this end of the shed, it means I can control the videos from here as well. So if I press play, that's one of my videos just released on YouTube about a protractor. If you want to watch that, you'll see it on my channel. But yeah, I'm sure you'll agree, the quality, even in daytime, I mean, the sun has actually come out now, typically. Well, typically, I'm glad it has, but just for the purpose of this video, the blind is down there, and then the blind on the door, the shutter is across on the bar kitchen, but that's certainly watchable in this light. And I say at night it's so much better. I'll put a clip on at the end of it actually playing at night as well. And I say the name of it is Apeman. But what I'll do is I'll take this down now and show you in more detail the buttons on top and a bit more about the makeup of it. But before I do, I'll show you what I mean by using the projector to draw out fonts or shapes onto pieces of wood or plastic or whatever. So let's imagine I've got a piece of wood here and I want to use, let's say, weekend shed head. I want to write that onto a piece of timber. So it's going to be an upright jig from one side to the other, and then obviously project on that piece of timber. So with my pencil, I'll just go around each of the letters, and then I can take it to the saw and cut it out to shape. Of course, on a laptop we can bring it down to whatever size we want. So if I use Paint or whatever program on the laptop, I can put the fonts on there, project it onto a piece of timber, draw around it, all shapes of course as well, take it away and cut it out. But like I say, I've got a video coming up on a jig I want to make for this bench. Okay, to get it down, let's put the lens cap back on first. Pull the power lead out and the HDMI lead. And then, like I say, there's a threaded bolt there, so I've done it so I can spin it and it will undo. But I'm going to put the camera down for this. So here it is, lens cap at the front, and at the rear there's the 3 speakers by Apeman, and you can see on here there's the keystone adjustment and there's the focus adjustment dial there. Now on the buttons, okay, so on here we've got the power button, then we've got up and down, obviously to go through menus, etc. We've got the home button just there, we've got the menu button just here, left and right arrows, I presume to skip through videos, and there we have the OK button, the return button, which is, I suppose, is back. So on the side there we have the power lead connector, power input, and then on this side, so here we have the TF card slot, then obviously a USB connector, HDMI input, and then we've got an AV input, audio output, and then the VGA input, the sort of lead you get on a PC or a laptop. At the front here we've got the lens, of course, with the lens cap, and then we've got a height adjuster just here. So if it's sat in the usual position like that, you can adjust the height. But say I've used it in my application with the threaded nut in there connected to the threaded bolt on the bracket I've made on the roof of the shed. Here we have the infrared, presumably for the remote. Underneath it's got some quite nice rubber feet. And to give you the model number is LC350. Some specs on there if you're interested. I suppose it doesn't really matter, but it feels well made. It doesn't feel cheap. I just think it's really good value for money. I've watched a few movies on it and I've been overall impressed. And I think for a 70-inch TV, theoretically, it's never going to be as good as a TV, obviously. LCD screens, etc., and LED screens. But I think for the money, for less than 60 quid, I don't think you can go wrong. And obviously you don't need to use it with a projector screen. You can project it against a white wall, or I don't know, pin a sheet to the wall, for example, or make a frame up with a torch sheet in between. Either way, for a man cave or for a games room or a bar shed or whatever, I think that's really good value for money. And here's the remote. Uses 2 AAA batteries. With it, you also get this carry case, which I don't think is too bad, little handle on top. There we go, to put all your cables and a couple of Velcro straps to hold the projector in place. And you also get a short HDMI lead with it and the power lead. The instructions, everything you need to know is in there, made in China. There we go, to get the sizes of the screen, it shows you the distance away from the projector. 34 to 180 inches on the projection size. The lens life, 45,000 hours. That's quite a few movies. And it shows it's compatible with HDMI, USB, VGA, TF, AV and audio. So of course that port on the side there for the audio, if you want to directly connect it to an amplifier or another speaker, you can do. Or of course connect it to headphones. And of course this would be great outdoors as well if you've got a white wall somewhere, or again put a sheet up and project it outside. Great for summer, watching movers in the back garden. So there it is, the Apeman LC350 projector. I think that's great value for money. Less than £60, and it's portable, so again you can watch it in the back garden or put it on a white wall in your house, or even get a projector screen, or again you can get a sheet and attach it to a frame and then strap it to a wall, or even put it on a tripod, for example. But yeah, I think for less than £60 you can't go wrong. I bought it off Amazon, and it was probably around 4 to 5 months ago I bought it. I had looked recently and they're still around the same sort of money. A lot of people might not be happy with the quality of the resolution, but for me, I'm very happy with it. The one thing that I think lets it down slightly, which I didn't show in the video, is the sound of the fan. Now, if you're only using the speakers on the back, I think that probably interfere a little bit. I've got a huge sound system in here and you can't hear the fan at all. And I think that's the only thing that lets it down, but it's nothing really to write home about. These are just my personal opinions on this projector, so if you're unsure, just go on Amazon and have a look at some of the feedback before you buy. And like I say, I've done a tour of my workshop and man cave, so if you go into my channel, you'll be able to see the video on there. Let me know in the comments below, have you got something similar to this or the same model? What do you think of it? If you want to ask any questions, please put them in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to watch more videos like this, then please subscribe. Thanks for watching, take care, cheers.